We got some information.
Ooh.
My team's doing great.
I would like to do one brash thing that may not be smart. I just want to see if it works.
What team are you on, dude?
Team synergy is breaking down.
Y'all are doing great.
So as a rogue agent, I really think I'm gonna master this role because I'm a mom and I just have this sixth sense when people are trying to get away with something.
People frequently say that I have the strategical sense of a hip, unemployed college professor, so I'm gonna utilize that academic knowledge to get Daniel.
I have no confidence in my role as the recruiter because I have zero poker face, and Allison tells me all the time that when I'm trying to get away with something, my lip wiggles. So, I don't know.
Hey guys, welcome back to Play the Game. I'm Devon, this is Alison, this is Daniel. Tonight we're playing Mind Management from Off the Page Games, designed by Jay Cormier and Affil Link, who helped sponsor this video. But it's based off the graphic novel from Matt Kent, where we're in a crazy world with Mind Management, the shadowy organization. We're the Rougue Agents.
Here we are.
Daniel's the recruiter. He's gonna let you know what's going on.
So in my role as the recruiter, I am trying to contact 12 recruits throughout the game or to escape to get to my 16th move without being caught by the rogue agents. Now it is hidden movement, so all of my movement is going to be tracked on this map, and we will show you what's going on during the game on this map so you can follow along with what I'm doing. So my movement is hidden to them, but not to you. So during setup, I picked a random starting spot, which you can see on the map right here. And then I drew 3 random feature cards, which you can see right here. I recruit agents by moving on to a spot that has one of those features on it. So once I drew those cards, I then did my moves 2, 3, 4, and 5, which you can see on the map right here. Again, they don't know what I'm doing. I'm recording everything on my secret map right here, and they are trying to track me down by gathering clues during the game. I also have the immortals who are going to be helping me recruit, which are on the board right here. They can recruit by me getting 2 of them onto one of these 2 icons right here. Once I do that, I will discard that card and draw another one, and they'll continue to be able to recruit for me during the game as I move them around the map.
In addition to helping him recruit, they're also going to block us from being able to ask about certain features,
Yes.
which is the main way that we are able to deduce and decipher where his movement is, what locations he's visited. So they're gonna get in our way and we're gonna have to work around them in our job to capture the recruiter.
So now it's time to get started and for me to take my first actual move. Now I will be tracking recruits and letting them know how many recruits I've contacted with these tokens right here. I contacted 2 during setup, which you can see on the map right here. And now it's time for me to take my first move. I can move orthogonally, which means not diagonally. And once during the game, I have a mind slip token that will let me move 2 spaces in a direction based on the agent I have. I'm showing you the card that I have. And this lets me know whether I can do a mind slip orthogonally or diagonally. They don't know that. So I will use that later in the game. In the turn structure during the game, I take a turn, they activate 2 of their rogue agents, I take another turn and they activate the other 2 of their agents. So until they have cycled through all 4 of their agents, they can't reuse them. So I'm going to make move number 6, and that is going to be
Move number 6.
right there. So this moves up to number 6. I don't let them know until contacted recruits, until the odd numbered moves.
Right.
So the other thing I do on my turn is move 1 immortal. Again, I'm trying to get them to these spots right here. Immortals can move diagonally. So
That's not fair.
yeah. So I'm going to move this right there because that is on one of those spots. If I get another immortal to a spot with a billboard on it, I have contacted a recruit.
Which
now it's
there
your
is
turn.
one right here, so we need to.
So now that Daniel has taken his first turn, Allison and I can start to take stock of the board and figure out what's going on. First, she's going to let you guys know what mental notes are and how we use them in the game.
Yeah, we're gonna be using mental notes a lot. They're these little bubbles with a brain on it. You can see 2 here. We have determined, because they're right there, that these are 2 icons that he, the recruiter, is not using. So we went ahead and confirmed that those 2 are not ones that he's going to be after. And then we're gonna be using these to try to make, this is the only way we can make notes throughout the game. We can't write them down. This is how we remember, okay, he was here at this time. We're going to be using our fancy dry erase markers to mark on those and put them on the board just to help us remember where he's been and where he's not.
As Allison said, the subliminal billboards and the C4K9 assassination dogs are 2 features we know for sure are not the 3 that he has behind his screen.
These are all the features that are included that are throughout the board. There are 5 of each feature. Now, we're going to be moving our rogue agents. We can only move 2 at a time. Our actions are we can move up to 2 spaces and we can perform an action. Oftentimes that's asking what feature he has been on recently.
And if they ask me about a feature and I have visited that spot, I take one of these red step tokens and put it on one of the spots that I visited with that feature.
So here's one idea that I had.
Okay.
Before we even ask about a feature, because we've kind of created this snare in the middle with these mayhem tokens, which is something else we haven't talked about, these block movement. You cannot move through them unless you use a specific mind slip token, of which he starts off with one, and there's a second one he can collect during the game. Other than that, you cannot move through them. So it's going to be an idea of, does he want to start in the mess and work his way out of it? Or does he want to work his way into it later? Because you can't ever retrace your steps onto the same spot. So it's kind of trying to figure out the strategy of what the recruiter is doing. So I was wondering if what you want to maybe think about for the first one is if we could move Meru into the middle and try to psychic crosshair.
Meru, each of our rogue agents have a special ability. Meru, which is this red one right here, she is able to ask the recruiter if he is within 2 spaces.
Orthogonally, which is not diagonal.
Board game word.
Orthogonally from her during that turn, if he is currently there. So I think that's a really good idea, moving her into here because we can move up to 2 spaces.
So she'll move here into this spot, and then we will activate as her action, instead of using ask, reveal, shakedown, capture, or use our ally, we're going to use her psychic crosshair. So ask the recruiter, they're within 2 spaces. They must respond yes or no truthfully. So are you within 2 spaces?
No.
So we have used Meru, we've activated her, and unfortunately we are incorrect. But the good thing about this game is every time you don't get the answer you want, you still get information.
Right. It's
so
not
we
a
know,
bad thing not to get a no.
So now that we know that he is not in one of those spots that is orthogonally away within 2 spaces, we can say X, M6, and that means that on move 6, he was not within those spaces from Meru's crosshair. And now we had her like this for your viewing pleasure, and now she's up just to signify that she's one of the 2 agents that we can't use anymore.
So now they get to use one more agent, and then I take another move.
So now I think we should try to maybe do an ask.
Do an ask, yeah. Okay, so these are the things we can't ask about. We can ask about monks. We can ask about, I'm just trying to
books.
Books, yeah.
And you have to get onto the space to ask
coffee.
about it.
We can't, coffee. And we could move him.
We can move him here and ask about coffee.
Okay, we're going to do that.
Move him here, push him up, and then we're going to ask, have you been on coffee at all?
Did you have some coffee?
I have. Yes. I had coffee up there. If you can put that on the space with the bus.
Okay.
Now this could potentially mean this is the only coffee spot he's been on, but it could also mean he's been on multiple and this is simply the one he's revealing to us. But
since he's been there and there's not really any, I guess there's this coffee here.
What if he was like there right now and just like capture?
That's the thing. You guys get to know where he's at, and so seeing us.
Oh wait, no. Actually, he couldn't have started here. So this has to be at some point beyond turn 1 or move 1.
I can start on the edge. It's just recommended
the
that
immortals. The immortals. That's right.
The immortals can't start on the edge. I can.
He could have been sneaky and just we happened to put our guy on his spot. That could have been a starting location. But this is pretty good. The reason why this is beneficial to Allison and I is whether this is turn 1 or not, he's only made 6 steps and he's in a corner, which means that the range of places that he might have escaped to or gone to is
he's
pretty
not
decent.
Over here.
Yeah, he's not on this side of the board.
Now, you may want to put a mental note token showing when you asked me about that.
So that was a coffee on 1 through 6.
Right.
And that was a confirm. But he was there 1 through 6.
Okay. So now they have used 2 of their agents, and I am going to use move 7, which I need to
think.
Again, I can only move orthogonally. I can move sideways. I can't move diagonally. So I am going to move there. Now, I move this up, and because it is 7, again, it's a stop sign, it's an odd number. I let them know how many recruits I contacted on just turns 6 and 7. I contacted 2 recruits. Okay.
Goodness.
I also need to move a immortal. Let's go ahead and move that immortal over to there.
So you're
now,
So now he's going to recruit on the subliminal billboard.
correct. So we put that up there to show that I recruited on the subliminal billboard. And now at the end of my turn, I refill this spot, and it is palm trees.
So now, based off of his recruiting on the subliminal billboard, he's revealed a new immortal recruiting option, which is the Faraday Mind Tree. And so we once again get extra information that is also not one of his features.
So now they have to use these 2 people. They can't reuse those 2 characters until they cycle through all of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so these 2 have very unique abilities. This guy here, Henry Lime, he can
block them from recruiting orthogonally too. So if this immortal was trying to recruit either the reconnaissance parrot or the wish fountain, they would not be able to because Henry Lime is blocking them orthogonally. And then Dusty here is very useful. He can freely move any agent 1 space and then additional spaces for every revealed feature card if we get a successful shakedown at some point in the game. Both of them very useful.
They are, but we don't have any revealed yet, so I don't know if we want to use his action. This guy here, we can move him.
Well, it's a free action. So actually one thing I was thinking was that we could move
Can we move inactive?
him here, yes.
Okay, I guess.
And that will get him within 2 movement spots of the token, which we can use to find out the time that he was there at a later turn.
To those footprints and ask him specifically, okay, when were you there?
And that's using the reveal action.
Right.
Yes, and that would turn our assumption of 1 through 6 into an exact time of when he was there. Do we want to ask about monks since it's another possibility?
I think we should.
And we could also ask about trees.
Well,
I think we could do 2 ask
even
actions
though,
to try to see if either of these were potential movement spots for him.
Okay.
Because none of those are blocked
now we know
right
he's
now.
not going for trees, but we want to
But
find out
if we
when
found
he's
a
been
path,
there.
because we know he's here, if he says no to these right now, then we know 100% he's moved this way.
Yeah, he's over that way.
So Dusty moves up twice and is going to ask about monks.
Have you
The
been-
observation monks.
Observation monks. No, I have not
Okay, so
been on a spot with monks.
so this is
So this is good information.
7.
So we can say X 1 through 7 here, but we can also say it
He hasn't been over there.
X 1 through 7 here, where these monks are. And then
Where would they
he also
here?
can't be there, so he maybe hasn't penetrated all the way through.
Yeah, and there's no other monks in this direction,
There.
and he can't have moved over here.
I think the bottom one is the only one that.
And they can take these back and recycle them as
Right.
they choose
But these
to.
are the only notes that we have. Okay.
So that's good information, and now I think we
We're just
can
gonna leave
ask
it here.
and then move. So Faraday Mind Trees.
Okay, Faraday Mind Trees.
We got some information.
Oh, we've been to that one. Okay,
So
we were
these
thinking-
2 spots are 3 away. So we know that these are within. That's 4 of his movements.
Now he
is
still
this.
could have gone here. He just had to make a choice whether
Correct.
which one to reveal.
I don't
Yes.
have to put the most recent. I don't have to put
So 1
the
through
closest.
7.
Just one that I have visited at any point in time.
1 through 7, he has been here, and 1 through 6, he has been here.
Okay.
So this is good information. We've got 2 steps within 4 of his 7 turns.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty good path already. And we also have access to
move him
2
too.
possible reveals.
Where do we want to move?
I think
him
we
to?
should move him here and keep him on the temple to where he can go
he-
anywhere on the
and he's
next
also
turn.
blocking him,
Yep.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And temples are the only spaces that you can move into and out of diagonally. Again, except for immortals, they can move diagonally anytime. Okay, so now it's my turn again.
It is.
I have to figure out where I'm going to go.
I think we're doing good. I feel
think
good.
so.
I feel good. He's like, you guys are terrible at this.
Let me see let me look at my immortals, see what I'm doing there. Okay. So I'm going here on turn 8.
Where are you going?
Please tell us.
So this is my 8th move. Now I also can move an immortal. Now this guy only blocks orthogonally.
Orthogonal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for my move, I'm going to move that immortal, onto that palm tree.
Okay.
And then I also have the option of doing a second move with an immortal if
He
I reveal a
reveals an
step
additional
token.
step.
So
I'm
I'm
just
going
gonna do that.
I'm going to take this step token and I'm going to put it right there.
It's good information.
Okay.
And now I can I can move this immortal here. and I can recruit on the Faraday Mind Tree.
Faraday Mind Tree.
So
All right.
if you wouldn't mind putting one of those there. Now I move this up, and again, I don't reveal who I recruited until
And
Yeah.
but
next
you do
time we
reveal
get
a
9
new
A new.
Yes, so now I do-
recruitment feature card.
Yep. So I do that, and now we have the
Wish fountain.
the
Right here.
wish fountain.
This information is actually very vital and just important for our own information, except for he's able to get way more. So we're at hour 8 and he's already recruited 6 recruits. He
Of
is
his
halfway.
12,
yeah.
He is halfway done at this point.
But I feel like we're doing well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
and
It
so
again,
only takes one capture move.
and again, the way that I win, now that you've kind of see how this works, is either as soon as I recruit my 12th recruit, and I immediately win, whether it's
Yeah.
with myself or with the Immortals, or if I get, as soon as I get to 16, I win immediately.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now we, because we've utilized all 4 of our rogue agents, throughout the first 2 turns, now we've laid them all back down because they're all available to use.
So here's what I'm thinking, Allison. We cannot reveal on that spot because there's an
Because
immortal
of-
there.
yeah.
What I'm starting to wonder is
But we can ask
is
about that
areas that are like features that are within here that he might have already had 2 on. I think we need to use these 2 or these 2 to actually reveal when he was
Yeah.
there. So do you want to do this one first? Or do you want to do that one first?
Why don't we take this guy and have him do an L?
Why don't we have him ask, and then
And
if
then
we want
that
to,
will-
we can. Once we
Yeah.
find out, we can use his free action to move somebody.
If that's in a lower number,
Mm-hmm.
then we know he's somewhere up in
Yes.
this area and we can move her up this way.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to ask and reveal specifically the time in which you were at this spot.
So I was there.
Oh,
First
that's
move,
his very first move.
which
Okay,
means
so-
this is likely 2,
Yeah,
but this could be 3, 4, 5, 6,
that's true.
maybe 7, and he's on 8.
So he's up in here.
Maybe.
If that's unless he went 1,
1,
2. Well, no,
2.
because he could have zigzagged, but he couldn't have gotten there for 6.
Oh, here's something interesting.
Okay.
What?
A shakedown action allows you to move on to an immortal space, and once you finish with it, you get to push them. We
So
could use him to do a shakedown on umbrellas, because umbrellas are not one of the 4 here, and it's potential that it could be 2 spots within there.
Now, what
He's
does the
very
shakedown
good
action
for it.
require from me?
The shakedown action requires is if we find an immortal and we shake them down and we ask one feature, and if it is one of his 3 here, he has to reveal them. He loses the potential
Yeah.
to recruit at that feature for the rest of the
So
game.
then he just has 2 then that he has to. That's
And
why
it's,
there's 5.
but I don't have to reveal when I was there.
I do want to think, I kind of feel good about both of their positions right
I do
now.
too.
I almost want us to move him up
Yeah, I was
because
saying,
I
thought you
feel
were
like
gonna
I
move
want
him
us
down.
to
I was like, no.
I want us to
Yeah.
push in the net a little bit.
Yeah, I do too. So that's his action to move him.
Free
up.
action
Okay.
to move Henry
Now,
Lime
if we
up.
go ahead and move him up here and ask about pool.
Oh, I do we and ask about pools? I kind of want to see what number that is.
Yeah.
Because if this is 4, that tells us something
That he
completely.
didn't
But if
touch
he went
anything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, okay.
then we know how much closer he is.
We're not doing a shakedown.
I think we should do a reveal and wait to do a shakedown.
Okay. So we'll move him 1, 2, and we're gonna ask. All right, when were you here at this location?
Yeah, hand me that
So
token.
we are going to get a better sense of when he was at this exact spot.
This one here with the
I was
coffee and the
in
bus.
that exact spot.
I'm not looking.
I didn't see. We didn't see.
Hold on.
Redo that.
Disaster was.
Disaster averted.
Oh my goodness.
So I was on that spot.
On 6.
Oh, okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he is only 2 spots away from here. I think it's very possible he's here or
yeah,
here.
I do too.
Which means he's maybe about to use a mind slip.
If we're getting close. Now, for the mind slips token, he can either move 2 orthogonally or 2 diagonally, and we don't know that.
And
Right.
just for your reference, this is the one I have. So,
Okay, so we have used our 2 people, and it is your turn to make your 9th move.
okay.
I think it's almost certain he's there.
Yeah.
I think he went this way
So I made my 9th move, and now I'm going to move this immortal here.
for the dogs.
Oh, because they didn't
And
diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna reveal another step so you
hold
can
on.
do it twice?
Yeah. Why not? And then I'm going to reveal that step.
Oh, he did go that way.
Yep.
Well, that's actually huge. That's massive information.
Yeah,
for
that
us.
really is.
Oh, no, I didn't. And then
Okay, cool.
I'm going to move that immortal there.
Oh, the dogs.
And
he is
capture
really,
the dogs.
really utilizing his immortals. Okay. So,
Well, he has to now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that is
So-
move.
That's the dogs.
So that's move number 8.
No, that's move number 9.
That's move number 9. So
Yeah.
now I have to reveal on moves 8 and 9.
Ooh.
I
Okay,
captured
hold on.
one.
Did you use the mind slip token just now?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
If I had used the mind slip, I would have to put it next to the time
And
that I
then
used
we
it.
need a new feature
What do you-
card for Immortal.
Trying to hold my hand.
Okay. He's
So we know it's not Idea Gardens. So let's like take a moment
yeah.
to take stock.
Let's take a moment.
Let's take a moment to take stock.
I
This
thi- I
was his
think-
first turn.
Yeah, I really think
And
you
in
were right
5
about
movements, I
umbrellas.
think he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he was able to recruit 2 things without any immortals. So we know it's not billboards. So we know he didn't. So it's
And or
likely
ideas, 'cause there's an idea there.
it's very likely that if that's his movement, that he had 2 different features each get 1, because billboards are the only repetition in that first 5.
Right.
And on turn 6 and 7, if this is 6 and 7 or 6 and 7, then
He
we
already
know
has
he got 2 more. So in 2 moves, he got 2 more, which means on this one, he for sure got 1,
Yeah.
possibly 2, but he probably just got 1 because none of these 2 icons are in that section.
Yeah.
So he got 1 here and 1 here, which means
It's
I
not-
think
it's
the
not-
blue umbrellas
yeah.
are one of his.
We know
So I
it's
think we need
not
to
the-
get rid of them. I think we need to do a shakedown this turn.
All right, let's do that. You want to do that with him
I think we should do it with him, actually.
and move him here and ask?
Or no,
Wait,
here
with
and
a
here and
shakedown.
shakedown. We have to
Shakedown,
move
we
him
have to
onto an
that's right.
immortal.
But
So
you
they-
can't ask about something. You have to ask about.
We can ask about anything, on a
anything on the
shakedown.
board.
Yeah,
Okay.
the shakedown.
So we are going to do a shakedown and say that you are after Thought Shield umbrellas.
Thought Shield umbrellas. You are correct. So now I can no longer.
But away
recruit-
from those, yeah.
Let's keep those separate because
Here, I'll put this over here.
well, the reveals of those give him an extra movement on his
Yes.
action.
So
we
now
need to know
he
for
can
sure.
move people 2 spots, which
Right.
is going to be helpful if we're closing down the where he's at.
Now that is counted as an action. So he is done. Right?
Yeah.
if you
So
looked
he-
at him-
he's done.
I'm getting mixed up.
We now
because
have
we're playing
Meru.
normally they lay down.
So
Okay, Meru,
he's gone 9 spots. 6,
possibly
7, 8, 9. Oh, another one could be
The eye.
the eye. Oh wait, no, we had to push this immortal. So let's push this immortal down and away
I don't see-
because we
there's
don't want him
another
to
eye
block
there.
capture spots.
There's another eye there.
And
so
if
it
this
could
was
be an eye.
if that was 7,
But we are
8,
still we know that one of these is. So it's either buses or coffee.
it's either buses or coffee. So he might be trying to go down to these locations.
Yeah.
How many spots does yellow guy there stop? 1 space?
1 space away.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. There's
So he's
only-
currently blocking this fountain.
This is the only bus or coffee in that area. So I really think we need to
He might have tried to go here.
Right, but if we ask, he can't put anything here because this is already a confirmed.
So we have a
which one-
50-50 on it being bus or coffee, and then we have a 25% chance of
So
figuring
let's do
out the other
a
one.
shakedown
But he
on-
did just get one on 8 and 9. We could ask about coffee.
Right, we could move her.
We could
there
move her here
just
and ask about coffee.
And he would let
And
us
if he's
know-
there,
he'll let us know what time. Or and
That
we'll basically know
if
that's
he's
it,
there,
that's where he's
we
at.
know he's exactly
Yeah.
there because 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah,
We would
I
know for
really think
sure
that's
he's
the
there.
best
Another
where he's
thing that
at.
I really kind of want to do is almost go 1, 2 and capture because 7, 8, 9. He could have moved here to try to snake away, but that's just something that I kind of want to do, but I don't think it necessarily makes sense.
We could.
But it essentially loses us any effective thing. Like, for example, here's the benefit. If we do
Hold on.
shakedown,
I'm watching your lips.
if we do shakedown and it's not coffee, we know 100% it's not coffee. And so we know it's bus.
Okay.
So
okay,
either
okay.
way, shakedown helps
Yeah,
us.
that does.
So let's move 1 and shake down and say, we think you are going after
Coffee.
Flux Coffee Shop.
And I am telling you, if that is one of my
If that
cards,
is one of them,
the
you
only
have to-
information I'm revealing.
Yes.
No.
He
is
is going
after
after
buses.
buses.
Okay.
So he might be going here, or if he's over here, he might be trying to escape.
So I'll do an X on coffee. Okay.
Okay. So
You've gone?
Yes, I've gone there. Okay. So I'm going to
Have you used your mind slip?
move that guy right there. And then I'm going to pay a step token, give y'all some big information. Right there.
And move
that
down.
right there.
And
I'm going to recruit
here.
on the idea garden. And on my 10th move, I used my mind slip token, which let me move 2 spaces, either orthogonally or diagonally. You know where I moved. They don't know whether it was orthogonal or diagonal. All they know is that I used that at 10 o'clock. I can't believe I forgot to draw a card.
Monks. So he's not going after monks.
Okay, that was one that we were wondering about, wasn't it?
I would like to do one brash thing that may not be smart since we have a lot of information.
Okay.
I do kind of think that I do. I just want to see if it works. I kind of think the reason why he didn't use
I don't know what is
his mind slip when we got really close to knowing exactly where he was on 8 is because he could have moved to here.
You're right, he could have.
And then he could have moved here to another temple, or he could have moved here, which are 2 different features that are within his range of knowing what it is. So I kind of want to use Dusty.
We know he's going for buses, though. So
we do know he's going for buses, which is also right there. So I kind of want to move here with Dusty
and capture.
Capture.
I'm on board.
Miss. So that was a swing and a miss.
It was, but it was okay.
It was exciting.
It's exciting. Okay.
Wait. We could also move her here and just, to me, these are the biggest get out of the way jumps possible in the game.
Move diagonal.
If he's her. But if we use the movement to move her here, she still has her move. Even after like a capture, we can move her up.
That's true.
But I don't know. It's totally risky and silly, but I just wanted to know what you were thinking.
Moving her here doesn't do anything because we aren't, unless we ask.
No, I was going to do a capture there.
A capture there. Oh.
Yeah. If he did go here and then mind slipped, these would be the 2 biggest moves
you really
possible.
think that he could move diagonal right now, don't you?
I think so. Maybe absolutely he cannot, but
I don't know. It's like we're leaning on that, and we don't even know for sure if he was here.
But he's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we don't capture him soon, he could just use his immortals to just get the final locations. Like we kind of lost the trail here. Once we got coffee wrong.
Now you all of a sudden, like what you were saying, I was just like, oh, this isn't looking good. I was feeling really good.
So I kind of want to, with our first half of this turn, get the outside possibilities where, because if he moves to these 2 and we don't get it, we've essentially lost him.
Okay, your argument is won. Go ahead.
So we're going to use Dusty's free movement to move her here, Meru, and hope for a possible capture on the temple.
Miss.
Gosh, dang it. So, but she's not done yet.
Okay,
we still have a movement for her.
Right.
We could move Meru here as our backup in case he was the other guy.
You want to move her back there and ask?
We can't because we've already tried to capture.
Oh, that's right.
It's just a movement. It's just a movement. Do you want to move her here in case we need to go down?
Okay.
And then use these 2 up here?
All right.
So
I think we know the brains of our team here.
Number 11. Oh, another thing.
Wait, why did you move me?
Because you're about to go into your...
I'm about to go. Don't touch my marker. I moved.
Feisty.
Are you doing anything? Oh, no, you just
can't.
moved.
We're done.
Okay, I was waiting for you to ask me something. Okay.
No, we
I mean, we will happily ask if you'll let us. Will he let us?
I don't think so.
Okay. I think he might be trying to go for the other mind slip token.
I don't. I think he's far enough
Yeah.
into the game that I think that's an after.
Now, because you mentioned that, if I manage to get there, I don't.
You don't reveal that you've been there until you use it.
I leave it there. It stays there until I use it.
Right.
Yeah. I need to move my immortals. I'll go ahead and
one.
move that one there.
He's probably going to reveal it.
Yeah.
Watch, he's going to put it in that corner.
I'm going to put this right there.
He didn't go in
Here?
the corner.
Yep.
He didn't go in the corner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's not going after books.
So he's probably going after...
Which one? I moved this one, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to move that one up there. And I'm going
get you
to
wish fountain.
Get wish fountains. Okay, and I
Which
will
we knew he was going to
reveal
do.
another one.
So he's not Tiki. That tells us a lot.
Tiki, tiki,
Yep.
tiki, tiki.
And now,
Have you won?
no,
So you've
So
gotten
you didn't
5
get any?
plus
I didn't.
5.
correct.
And
I
you
didn't.
didn't get any of
recruit
your
No, I
last
did not
two.
capture any recruits in the last 2 moves.
Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking.
And we eventually have to capture
We
him.
have to. I mean, hopefully Henry Lime is within space to capture him because that's really our only option right now.
Right.
Because I have 10 captured, or I have 10 recruits recruited. I have 2 left that I need to recruit, either through my immortals or
But he did
my
use
remaining cards.
his what is the shift?
Mind
the
slip?
mind slip while he was around here. So he could have moved down that way, could have moved this way.
Maybe I wasn't there.
Maybe you weren't there. But
Maybe I
think
was
you
down
were.
here.
I think you were. Well, you had to have been up
You
here.
had to
This
have been
was
up there
6.
for 7 and 8 and 9.
But I used
So-
it on 10.
Yes, you used it on 10. So we essentially need to find a mind slip location and another spot orthogonally adjacent to it that doesn't have any of his features,
Right.
specifically the dream or the thought shield umbrella, with the possibility that
But he
maybe
wasn't going for Thought Shield Umbrella at that point because we had already discovered that. So it doesn't matter if it has
'Cause he
Thought
can't
Shield, 'cause
recruit
he
it.
can't recruit from
yeah,
that
that's
anymore.
true.
That was just
That's true.
I know.
Y'all
See,
are
I'm
doing
paying
a
attention.
great job.
So he
I'm
can't.
watching him. I'm watching you. For some reason, I think he's here.
You think he's there? I think he's over here.
Yeah.
I think he's at one of these spots. If he got down below, it doesn't matter. Congrats, he wins. We can't get to him. The main thing we could do is do a shakedown.
We think it's either books or Tiki's.
7, 8, 9. No, he couldn't have reached
Well,
it.
no, he had him.
I could have mind slipped
No, you
there.
couldn't have. I don't think there's a way that you could have, because you haven't recruited in the last 2, which are the only time lengths that you could have gotten there.
Okay, he's wanting us to think that he was here.
No, I'm trying to help
We
you
have
guys.
thought he was right here. I think he's right.
But if he's right there, though, that's
He
2
would have
things that
gotten
he
to.
would have gotten a recruit on. So I don't think he's
would
there.
he-
I think he's on a location of stuff that we know he's not going after. I think like over here.
But what if he came down to the temple and then mind slipped up to the top
You're
corner?
not on our team.
But if you mind slipped, then you could have moved there or there, but you still would have recruited here.
Right. Or maybe him suggesting he's there is his way of trying to get in our heads. We've played this game before and he got in my head and I was not happy about it. So he knows he can do it.
What if we ask
Why don't we
about
use a Black Ops
billboards?
Dolphin?
Oh, duh. All right. I don't know if we've talked about this yet. We do have an ally. We have the Black Ops Dolphin. And this, when taking an ask action, I said me. You may disregard this. You read it.
When taking an ass action, you may discard this to force the recruiter to place step tokens on all locations they have visited with the requested feature. So do you want to try books? Because it's one of the ones that we don't know about.
And once we use this
It's
ally,
gone.
we can no longer use it. But we're kind of on our
We're
last
at a
stretch.
desperation
So
point. All right, so we're
utilize
gonna
our ally.
go here and ask about books. All locations where you've been on books.
I have not been on a single location.
Really?
Really.
Well, that gives us information. That means he hasn't been here.
And you can try and
3,
spin it if that
4,
was a
5,
win.
6. So that was 6, and we know
You know that was 6.
No, but we didn't know if this was 5 or 7.
Okay,
so
that's
this is
true.
5, which means this is 6, which means this has to be 7.
Right.
7, 8. It couldn't be. I get 9. He could be here or here. If he's the diagonal, if he's Pipe Girl, if he's Carl Box, the ad man, I've been had.
You have.
You think he's Carl Box, probably?
I'm watching you. Got a good poker face this time
Not
around.
normally.
I know. Normally he doesn't.
No.
Mr. Lip Quitter.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe y'all are just doing terrible and I have nothing to worry about.
Very
That's
likely.
very, very possible.
All right, we need to move.
I kind of want to go here.
And capture?
I want to go here and capture. You want to do it?
Okay, sure.
Capture. No?
No.
Dang it.
Swing and a miss.
Dang it. All right, so he's going to win.
It's okay, I have
So,
hope.
yeah,
I don't.
so I'm going.
I don't have hope. I'm a rogue agent without hope.
I'm trying to see if I have the ability to get, because I can get.
You can get this guy by going there and there.
Okay, thank you. That's so I'm going to move him
what
there.
What team are you on, dude?
Whoops. I'm a double rogue agent.
I'll put that one there,
What did you
Where's
do?
your other rogue
Oh,
agent
you
you're
put it here.
moving?
and I'm going to move this one there.
And did you recruit by one of your features?
No, I haven't yet. So I'm recruiting.
more
Oh my
chance.
gosh.
There you go.
We have one more chance.
Okay, so reveal another one. He's just gonna take it.
I had to write down my
Pools.
movement.
It's not pools.
Oh no. Okay.
We have a chance.
have
We have a chance.
Just to recap, let's look at how we got it. I started out here, then I went to here, then I mind jumped from here to here while they chased me around. And now I'm here.
We were chasing him.
Were we?
I don't
we
know.
were frolicking through the city.
And this is what I need to get to win because I have recruited 11 and I just need to recruit one more, which I will or will not do on the next turn.
So we know for sure he's Dream Bus, and we know for sure he's Thought Shield Umbrella. So it's
you
got to
get
be
to go there.
it's got to be
It's gotta
graffiti, parrot, or tiki torches. We need to do 2 captures this turn, which means one of them we need to use Dusty, hopefully, because he can move someone 2 if we need it.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
And I still have
Wait,
two.
wait,
I still,
okay, they're all up,
I
so
still
now-
have 2 features.
Yes, you still have 2 features, even though we know one of them.
Put those 2 down.
No,
Oh, yeah.
it's the beginning of the
Are you
turn.
getting it back up?
Allison,
No.
whose team are you on?
So lay those down
Oh, all of them.
Yes.
all of them.
to reset them.
That's what I was
you.
doing.
I was telling you that. You just didn't listen. Ugh. Team synergy is breaking down at the.
I don't know.
What?
My team's doing great.
My team's doing
My
great.
team is doing-
Team of me and I
And,
are doing awesome.
Hey, I have my immortals.
So we were at like 9.
You're still back over.
Or no, 7.
You're just pointing at squares now.
So here's the thing. I still think he was over here.
Okay.
If he's over here, we
We've
lost.
already lost. Yeah.
I think if we're getting into his mind,
Uh-huh.
I think we could have been close to him, but
Mhm.
not on him. And I think maybe
Now he's there.
he's there. Okay,
Yeah.
you want to try it?
Let's do Meru.
Meru first.
Mhm. 1, 2.
Capture.
No.
Okay.
Capture.
No.
Ah!
Dang it! we started off so well.
I know,
I think
I
it's
really-
my fault. I think it's my fault. I think I messed it up. I think I messed this up. I think I messed this
Can
up.
y'all? Let me take my last
So
turn
we're
in
already
peace.
mourning over here.
So I'm going to go here,
Let me have my triumph.
and I'm going to collect my final party bus. Da, 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 da.
Here. Here.
Whoa.
The only thing you could have done would have been to use Dude Man there to move her over here and then move down and capture me there. I was right there this last turn.
Mm.
So y'all had me. Yeah, congratulations on a pretty decent first half.
Wow, condescending and patronizing.
Much?
Thank you
So-
so much, Victor.
Any
No.
point in time that you mentioned that you should have done a shakedown on buses, if you had actually done that, that would have
Yeah, we-
severely handicapped me.
So
what was your
what was your
third
last
feature?
So I had Tiki Bar and
It was
And the
tiki
bus.
torches.
Tiki, 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 tiki.
Yeah.
Still wish we had won.
this game is so much fun.
It's a blast. I mean, I know that like we kind of got lost in our thinking a little bit, but you can play it so quickly. You can
Yeah.
play this in 30 minutes. Sometimes it may take 45 or something like that. But
Or
like
when
it's
you
such
play-
a fast-paced
Right.
hidden movement
me
game.
as the recruiter and they get me on round 7, then you know it ends real quick.
Well
And-
played.
Yes.
But the one thing I will say that we didn't show off at all that I think is one of the coolest parts of Mind Management is Allison and I just lost. But
That's the
but
coolest.
but that's the coolest part. But
I
the
like
neat
that
thing
part.
about the design is that there is a shift system, which is a bunch of packages that come with the game, where when one side loses, then they can unlock new rules or abilities or powers or people that they can add to their side to where they have a better chance of winning the next time. So it kind of auto balances itself.
And there's also a basic version. It's the tutorial version of this game, but where you don't have the mayhem tokens, you don't have the immortals, and you're only going for 9 recruits. And we've played that with Jared and Peyton, who are 8 and 12, and they both had a blast being the recruiter. So
Yeah.
it's really, it can be reduced down and simplified to where it's a super accessible game for family. And it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was a lot of fun. I'm so glad you guys got to hang out with us here and feel like you're on Daniel's team as a recruiter, seeing where he has been and stuff like that, watching us lose horribly, but it was a lot of fun. We will leave links in the description where you can find this game for yourself so you can play with your friends and family. Until next time, we will see you later.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.